Welcome to the Emotion Code Divas show. We are delighted to be here today. My name is Dana Smithers, and I work with women entrepreneurs. I help them get started in their business. We work on marketing and we work on a business plan. And also, I'm a certified law of attraction trainer, so I always use those tools in whenever I'm working with them as well. But also, being an emotion code uh, practitioner, it allows us to just release any trapped emotions that are keeping someone stuck from moving forward in their life. So Helena Jenikin and I are the Emotion Code Divas. So I've just introduced myself. So Helena, you go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Thank you, Dana. I'm Helena Jenikin. I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist and also a certified emotion code practitioner. My clients that I see in my office here on Vancouver Island are often women, sometimes men. They are looking to release weight, stop smoking. Perhaps they have a fear or phobia, medical anxiety, lots of different issues that I help with the use of my knowledge about hypnosis and hypnotherapy, but also now adding in the emotion code.
That's great. Thank you. And for anybody watching, and we are definitely live. So we just wanted to tell you what our intention of this show is. So our intention is to inspire, educate, and heal and release your trapped emotions. So we, as the Emotion Code Divas, will be doing a live demonstration as well. So if you have some relationship partner blues and you would like us to do an emotion code session on you during this program, please just let us know, give us permission, and just in the post, just tell us a little bit about what the situation is, and then Helena will actually release those trapped emotions during this program. So just before we get started, I thought we'd just give a few shout outs. And the main one today is to Dr. Bradley Nelson. So this is the Emotion Code book where Helena and I actually did some of our training. We both are certified. We've gone through testing and a test, and we had to present, I think 26 people and 4 animals that we had to practice on. So that's quite a while ago for me. And the Emotion Code book, you can actually buy this yourself. You can practice it yourself, although we're going to go through the 7 keys today. But anybody can do it. You're just going to learn how to do a certain type of muscle testing. And interestingly enough, your trapped emotions that are in your body, and there's 60 of them that we'll work with, can actually be the size of a lemon to a cantaloupe. And I'm actually showing you an orange because I'm going to have one after. But because this is energy, it can take different shapes. It can get triggered into different energetic balls as well. It can get trapped anywhere in your body. And when you're just feeling not well, or things are not going very well in your life, or you're wanting to release weight and you're frustrated with that, or Helena is the stop smoking lady. So if you have the addiction of smoking, you've also got these ball-like trapped emotions in your body, and they can be big as a cantaloupe, and you can actually have, when 2 of them are together, it's called a psychic trauma. So we will know that when we actually test with you. So that's just a little information about that. So our topic today is relationship partner blues. So we are asking if anybody who is watching would like to step up with something that maybe they're having a little discomfort with in their relationship with their partner. And so let's just jump right into doing the 7 keys, Helena, to it. So I'm just going to show up. The first one I'm going to show is the permission card. So maybe you can tell viewers what that's all about, and I'll just check and see who's watching.
Sure. So permission is that we can't just work on someone without their permission. So we ask our clients for their permission to work with them energetically. You see, I just can't walk down the street and see someone limping or crying and just from a distance just start working on them. It's not the way it works. So
even though
always
we want
asking,
to. Yeah.
even though we want to.
Yeah.
And the
So,
thing is also with permission is that we can receive permission from parents
mhm,
for able to, so we can work on children and also animals.
right. And the next thing we do, hey, let's give a shout out to Sylvia Bellini. Hey,
Hey,
Sylvia,
Sylvia.
such a loyal follower. Thank you so much, Sylvia. Sylvia's in London. She usually gives us a weather report as well. And more often than not, her weather is um, the same. Helena and I are both on the west coast of Canada. I'm in Vancouver and she's in Victoria area. But usually Sylvia tells us about the weather, so we'll see if she's going to give us a weather shout. So the next key that's really important, whether you're working as with someone as a surrogate or not, is the proxy. So tell us about that, Helena.
So the proxy, when we have our permission, we receive their proxy, and that means that we're able to connect with the client's subconscious mind and ask the subconscious mind the questions that we want to ask.
All right. And the next thing that we need to know is the severity. So what's this
That's
all about?
That's right, the severity. So we use a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being extreme and 1 or even 0, 1 being very low and 0 non-existent. So we ask our clients to choose a problem that they would like to work on, or a problem, an issue. That's more like a 7, 8, 9, or a 10. When the issue is only kind of making them feel like it's a 2, it's just not intense enough for us to really work energetically with it. And so, yeah.
Yes. And I think often too, when we'll ask them the severity, but we will also we will check with ourselves with our own muscle testing, and Helena will get that to a minute. So just a shout out to Leslie Marshall. She's watching us today too. Thanks so much, Leslie, for joining the Emotion Code Divas. And our
I
next step,
also have
Helena.
a friend of mine, Mindy. Mindy's watching as well.
Love
Say
it.
hi,
Thank you so
Mindy.
much, Mindy. It means a lot to us, right? You know,
It does.
when any entrepreneur, and Helena and I are both entrepreneurs. I've been an entrepreneur for a very long time, and since I was 50, actually. Even though I never thought I would be an entrepreneur, I worked in corporate a long time. But you know, it's good to keep growing. And part of this emotion code program, while we both did, certainly I did use the law of attraction, the clarity through contrast worksheets to find out what is it that we wanted on the show, how did we want to present it. So we've set it up, we think, in a very systematic way, and I think we're over our technical difficulties, so all should be good from there. So yeah, so kudos to us and to any woman entrepreneur or male entrepreneur that's going out, testing the market, jumping in, taking a leap of faith and trying something new. And I believe with all my heart that this will be very successful. Helena and I are here to serve. So part of our service is that we really do care about the people that come to us, and not just people that come to us. We wish that more would, but you can only come when you're ready, right? That's part of law of attraction. If it doesn't feel good to you, or you have some doubts about the emotion code working, then probably you wouldn't be a good fit for us at that time. But we want to really heal and release the trapped emotions, because we want women to live a joyful, abundant life and have the gratitude for everything that they've attracted in their life and own what they've attracted. So the divas are owning this show. All right, moving on to the next one. It is, what is this? Muscle testing. What's that mean? Tell us
Muscle
about that.
testing. Muscle testing. Muscle testing is an amazing technique to connect with your subconscious mind. Now, sometimes maybe people have seen, people are familiar with muscle testing, and sometimes they're not. But muscle testing is when you're working with a client directly, you can have them hold their arm out and press down, ask a question, and get a yes or no answer. But because we work so much remotely, you phone or video, me also on the phone or video, um, I'll do the muscle testing because I've asked for permission. So I do my muscle testing like this. I link my two fingers together, make a circle, and my intention is when I get a yes answer, my fingers get locked together. And when I start thinking, or when the answer is a no, I'm just thinking, no, 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 no. My fingers just, they
Hmm.
can't hold together. It's so interesting. And there's many different ways of doing muscle testing. And maybe down the road, we'll show some different ways of muscle testing. I know that you do muscle testing differently. Can you give
Yes,
us
I
a
do.
demo of that?
So in the book, Dr. Brad describes a lot of different ways that you can do it. So you're just going to find one that works for you, because we've got to get in touch with the subconscious. And when we do, and this is my form of muscle testing, I just put these two fingers together, and you can do it very lightly. There's no strength required here. So if I say, I'm Dana, I'm getting a yes. And if I say, it would be the same if it was my arm would be stiff. But if I say, well, I'm Joan of Arc. Oh, uh,
Oh, careful.
but I'm Jonah. Oh, she was amazing. Could have been in a past life. I don't know, but we're staying present day, present life, right? So this is me. I'm Dan. I'm Donna. So when I become a proxy with someone, let's say I was working with Helena, she's given me her permission. I become her proxy, whether it's phone or, as she said, video, Facebook, Zoom, whatever. Then I can say, am I Dana? Am I Dana? Am I Helena? No. So I'm not connected with Helena yet. And then I've got to connect with that subconscious. So I'm asking for support from the universe, whatever you believe in. And I say, am I Helena? So once I have this connection, and it's a nice strong one, I can feel it, then I
I'll
can
give
go
you my
ahead.
permission. I'll give you my permission to demonstrate.
All right. So am I Dana? No. So am I Helena? Yeah. So already I've connected with her. I find that the more intuitive people are, and Helena is very intuitive, the quicker the connection, and also the more that seems to come out. The memory seems to be stronger in people that have intuition. It's not necessary. We don't really need your story, right? So what are we doing the muscle testing for? Well, just before we do that, let's say hello to Misty Anderson is in the house.
Hello, Misty.
Misty is also an emotion code diva, and she will be on our show. So Misty, let's do hashtag emotion code divas. And we have a weather report from Sylvia Bellini. We've had a lovely day there. I think it's afternoon there. Very cold, but no snow, thank goodness. London comes to a standstill with more than 2 snowflakes. Vancouver's like that as well, and so is Victoria. All right, so let's
Hey,
go ahead and
Dana,
talk about, we're doing
Dana,
yeah.
Dana, you have to disconnect from me.
Ah, thank you so much. And the reason that I remember to do it is because I have a big highlighter on the paper that I use that says proxy, and then another one behind it that says proxy. So now I'm going to say, am I Helena? I'm still Helena. Am I Helena? I'm Helena. No. Am I Dana? I'm Dana. So I disconnect at the end, and it does happen sometimes that we do forget, and I'll just go, oh yeah, immediately. It doesn't matter where I am, right? Let's just do the disconnect. Yeah, but I have it on my sheet for that proxy to disconnect as well. So we're muscle testing, and this is what we're using to muscle test. So this is the emotion code chart. And tell us about that, Helena.
So the emotion code chart is a wonderful chart. Dr. Bradley Nelson has come up with 60 different negative emotions, and he's placed them on a chart with 2 columns, column A and column B, and then placed them into 6 rows. And so when we are working together, instead of asking, is there a trapped emotion through all 60, we do this. We say, is there a trapped emotion that we can release today, and is it in column A or column B? And we'll get a yes answer. And then we'll go, is it an odd row or an even row? And then we'll get an answer. So then we've actually located one cell with 5 different emotions in there. And that way it's very easy for us to ask from the subconscious mind which of the 5 emotions it is, and then we can release it.
Exactly. And how do we do the releasing? I think we use
A magnet. That's right. We use a magnet, and I have my magnets always with me, and I've got them here, and they're very, very strong. And what we do is we do a technique. First of all, I'll show you the technique, and it's just swiping over the head. But what I'm doing here is there's the governing meridian. It's an acupuncture. they will use meridians, but it starts underneath the nose and goes up all the way to the top of my tailbone. And it's the main meridian, so once we do anything energetically there, it taps into all the other meridians. And we swipe 3 times. So what happens actually is when we identify the trapped emotion, it pops out of the physical system, that orange, lemon, or grapefruit, whatever melon size it is, energetic ball, pops out of the physical system and into the energetic system. And it's out there hovering. And so we're using the magnet to cancel and or demagnetize, demagnetize and just wiping it away. And then it just disappears.
Yeah, so we've all got different types of magnets that we use. I've got some actually when I'm working with someone that we're working on abundance. This is one of my favorites that I use. It's my $100 bill magnet. So I often use this one, but I'll put my other magnets behind it so that I've got a really good wipe when we're trying to attract some of that abundance. And if we are doing this in person with someone, then we can actually run the magnet from where Helena said, just under the nose, all the way down to their back and down their spine. But for most of us, when it is the person's trapped emotion, we're doing 3 swipes like that, and then we're going to ask, did I release it? We're always going to check, did I release it? And then it seems to me also, Helena, that people can inherit trapped emotions. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Certainly. So at times we'll be asking questions of the subconscious mind. Is it column A, column B? And we're just not getting a definite answer, or the answers are very confusing. So then we ask about, is it an inherited trapped emotion? We get a yes answer. We'll locate that trapped emotion and we'll release it with 10 swipes. Now, what is an inherited trapped emotion? Well, that is an emotion that's been passed down through the DNA, and it was passed down to you at the time of conception. And so that inherited emotion may have come from your father or your mother, or maybe from your father's mother, maybe even your father's mother's mother. And it can go back generations. And what's amazing is once we release that trapped emotion, that inherited emotion, it releases it from them as well. And it also has been shown to be released going forward. So perhaps you've passed on the trapped emotion to any of your children, and it will be released from them as well. So not only are you finding relief, but so are your children and others.
Right, that's great. So you can also have a preconceived trapped emotion. So well, we're not going to go into past lives or anything. Dr. Bradley just uses the preconception when we test for that. And I've actually had it tested further than the age that the person is actually at right now. So I've been able to like, it was just very odd that well, that's older than she is. So whatever was coming up, and I don't know if that's common with emotion code or not, but it was a very new one to me. So I was quite surprised, but we removed that trap emotion from her. And so what's the last thing that's super important for us as well as the client? It is,
hang on, here we go, hydration.
Hydrated practitioner. Yeah, I'm halfway through mine.
So it's very important for the practitioner to be hydrated because energy moves more freely through water. Electricity moves more freely through water. And so it's very important for us to have that be hydrated. We also ask our clients to be hydrated as well. It gives better muscle testing results. So if we're ever getting inconsistent muscle testing, it may be because either one of us is not hydrated enough.
That's right. And I'm just gonna actually share this video. So I'm going to ask anybody that's watching if they wouldn't mind reading Misty's comment. She loves the $100 bill magnet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Missy says I need one of those.
Yeah.
And
sure.
interesting. Yeah. Never heard of that happening. Drink your water.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go ahead, Helene. I don't see anybody that's signed up for an actual session, but let's just go ahead and we'll just demonstrate how this is going to work. And
Sure.
over time, people will step up and they'll share things with us. So I'm going to have Helena just work on me today for this session, so we can show you how this works. And also, I'll appreciate any release. So my husband and I had a little difference of opinion about a family situation, how it should be handled. So I was not feeling very good about it. But of course, I am a law of attraction trainer. So for me, I do use my reset by button. I do ask myself, so what do I want? And in that case, what I wanted was just to be by myself. We know that with law of attraction, you can have your hissy fit briefly. So, we're not immune, even though we know how to do all these things, we're not immune to have human emotions come our way and use the tools that we have to deal with it. So I reset my vibe. I thought, okay, let's just, we're not seeing eye to eye on this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to sit outside for a little bit. I like being outside. And, so I felt better, but I still felt like there was just some stuff there that I wanted to move forward and have more of a conversation. So just go ahead. You have my permission
Thank
to
you.
work on me, and you may be my proxy.
Thank you. And now I would like a severity of the emotion surrounding this difference of opinion.
Yeah, I'd say between an 8 and a 9.
So is it an 8 or a 9?
Well, why don't you test and you tell me where I'm at?
Let's see.
I'd say somewhere between 8 and 9.
Okay. So I'm just going to ask, first of all, am I hydrated enough? Yes. Am I Helena? Yes. So I'd like to now become Dana. Am I Dana? Dana. I'm now Dana. And so I'd like to ask subconscious mind, is this issue around this difference of opinion, is it an 8? Is it a 9? It's a 9. So your subconscious mind says it's a 9.
Okay.
So now we're going to ask are there any trapped emotions that once released will allow you to release that previous conversation and just move forward with grace and ease? Yes. Is it in column A, column B, column B? Is it odd? Is it even? Is even? Is it 2, 4, 6, 2? So it's in the column B2. So is it failure, helplessness, hopelessness, lack of control, low self-esteem? Failure, helplessness, hopelessness, lack of control, low self-esteem. Isn't that very interesting? So what that's telling me is we're looking for an inherited trapped emotion. So is this inherited trapped emotion? Yes. Is it failure, helpless, hopeless, lack of control, low self-esteem, failure? Okay. So can we release failure now? Yes. Let's just release that failure. So we don't even need to, actually, let's go ahead and ask. Let's see where you got that from. So this trapped emotion of failure, was it trapped from your mother's side? Okay, from your mother's side. Was it from your mother? No. Was it from your mother's mother? So it's from your mother's mother. Can we release it now? Yes. So trapped emotion of failure from your mother's mother, passed down through your mom to you. Doesn't even belong to you, Danny.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of that. Sometimes I forget to count, so I just do a couple extra.
Yeah, I'm like that too with the inherited.
Yeah.
And also too, when you're doing that, Helena didn't ask me all about my story. Did I know that? It's not necessary, but I find when I'm doing it, some people uh, will want to tell you a little bit more about it, and that's okay. But we really don't have to know the story. If the subconscious wants it to come out so that we can release it, it will come out. So it may come out by us asking an age, or as Helena just did, is it inherited or whatever. So let's go ahead. So failure was the first one.
First one. So are there any other trapped emotions that once released will allow me, Dana, to just move forward with grace and ease and allow this difference of opinion just to disappear? Yes, is in column A, column B. Is it odd? Is it even? Is even? Is it 2, 4, 6, 6? Is it pride, shame, shock, unworthy, worthless? Pride. Excellent. Can we release pride now? Yes. So we're just going to release that trapped emotion of pride. Did we release pride? Excellent. Are there any other trapped emotions that once released will allow me, Dana, to move forward with grace and ease? And allow this difference of opinion with my husband to just disappear, not matter, let it go. Yes, column A, column B. B, is it odd? Is it one? Is it effort unreceived, heartache, insecurity, overjoy, vulnerability? Vulnerability. Can we release vulnerability? No, we can't. Do we need to know more? Yes. So I'm just going to, this is the way I do it, Danny, is I'm just going to ask you if something comes up for you around vulnerability, and you don't really need to share it at this particular moment, but up. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good. So is it, and so I'm just going to ask this, is it that? Yes, it's that. So can we release it now? Yes, we can release it now. Some people need to verbalize, and some people, again, because you're quite intuitive, you just sort of tap into that. Did we release vulnerability? Yes. Are there any other trapped emotions that once released will allow me, Dana, to just move forward with ease and grace and allow that conversation, that difference of opinion with my husband, just to disappear? Doesn't matter. It's over. It's gone. I choose how I want to be. Know what I want. Is there any trapped emotions left? No, I sort of thought there wasn't. So I'm just going to check. Are there any hidden? Nope. Are there any secret? Nope. Are we all done? Yes. Okay, so we're all done. So I'm just going to ask the subconscious mind now. So when I think about this conversation, this difference of opinion, is it still at an emotion level of 9? No. Is it an 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0? Thank you. So I'm just going to actually become Helena again. I'm a Helena. So actually your subconscious mind is more than a 0. It's less than a 0. It's over. And I just want to ask you, Dana, when you reflect back on that conversation going forward next time you see your husband, how do you feel about that?
Well, definitely I feel lighter, and the thought that actually popped into my mind is that I really don't need to discuss it anymore. I've said what I need to say, and I do find a big part of feeling better about life in general is just getting to that place of forgiveness. Just not, something happens in a relationship, and is it worth, I've got to be right. No, I got to be right. And then it's just, you're just knocking heads together. And that's never going to solve anything. So I know, because I do work with a lot of people that have relationship partner blues, that they will, in fact, just get to that place where, you know what, they're just at peace with it. Just what you said, with peace and ease. It's like, no, that's not really important anymore. I've got other things in my life that are way more important, Helena, than that. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right. That's great. So we have the Emotion Code Divas show. Every month we're going to be focusing on a theme and a topic. So this month, since it's February, we decided that we would focus on relationships. So if you can think about this, so today we did relationship partner blues. Next week, Wednesday at 9:30 Pacific time, we're going to do relationship but heart wall blocks. So we'll explain to you what the heart wall is. We'll do some demos on that. We would love some people that are not really having, either don't have a relationship or it's just not going very well, to step up, and we'll actually do a session for you here. And then we're doing relationships at work. And then we will move on into March. And this topic for March, ladies, very juicy. Helena, what is it?
It's Menopause March month. That's right, menopause issues. We're going to work on, it's going to be hot flashes for one show, sleeplessness due to menopause, migraines due to menopause, and mood swings. Yeah, I have to let you know that before the emotion code, I was suffering with many of those issues, And as I have been doing more and more emotion code work, they're all gone. They're all gone. I'm sleeping through the night. There's no more hot flashes. I think I'm in a better spirit and mood. So it's really, it's powerful stuff.
Yeah. Yes.
So what do we have for April, Dana?
April, we're going to get into business. So people that are either have their own business or are working for somebody, but it's around business and jobs and things like that. And yeah, that's probably enough teasers for right now, Helena. And they'll hopefully people will start to step up for that. So thanks again for all the people that were watching the show. We really, really appreciate it. And yeah, please share it. The video is live there now. We appreciate that. And Helena, how can people get a hold of you?
People can get a hold of me through my hypnotherapy website, which is flourishhypnosis.com.
And what are the areas of specialties that you work in?
My areas of specialty are weight release, stop smoking, and also medical anxiety. So that's fears of, going to the doctor, the needle, pre-surgery, dentists, and also classic social anxiety.
Right. Great. That's awesome. And I'm Dana J. Smithers, and you can reach me at empoweredwomeninbusiness.com. I have programs around the law of attraction. Probably my most popular program for entrepreneurs is my 8-week fast track business development program. But I'm also a certified sacred gifts guide. So I will be running have some online programs that I guide people through. They're 24 sacred gifts, and we all have 3 to 5 of them. So yeah, just check that out, and you can find my emotion code information under / from my Empowered Women Business emotion-code. That's it. And Helena's is the same, flourishhypnosis.com / emotion-code. And we'll start to put the Emotion Code Diva shows up on, we each have our own YouTube channel as well. And yeah, so we're just starting the process and starting it. So next week, we are going to be talking about the heart wall. So we'd love somebody to step up. I've had my heart wall removed. But remember that as we journey through life, you can build another heart wall. You're not just going to
Yes.
have your first one. I mean, it could be it could be even the death of an animal or, something like that, fairly tragic, or relationship breaking up, or all sorts of things that come along with that block the heart wall. So we'll be talking about that next Wednesday at 9:30 on the Emotion Code Diva show. So that's it from now. Thanks so much for people that were watching. Please share. We love it. We want to get this going out there to all the women in the world who need a little bit of healing and releasing of emotional and physical pain. Bye for now.
Bye.